How about now? Go ahead.
Talk a little bit, Jimmy.
How you doing?
Yeah, I still hear the echo.
Where would it come from all of a sudden?
See, now I don't hear it, though. When you first started talking, you heard it.
All right, well, individual, how are you hearing it? Is it fine?
Everything's fine on my end.
All right, well, okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. It's not the worst, but go ahead. All right, so, you were talking, Jay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know where I was at, so I'll just quickly say what I said. I thought the first round was the best from both of them. I thought if you want to give Hollow that round, I won't argue, but I thought Math took that round, but it was a very close first round. Second round, it seemed like Hollow was taking a nosedive. I don't know if all the surrounding things affected him to that standpoint. I listened to 2 interviews of his, and he said he's making excuses, not really. That wasn't really a fact. Third round, the discrepancy is gonna be with people. Not only the authenticity of what was said, but there's a lot of people debating the length of time between them rapping. My issue with that is it's an unlimited round, man, and I hate unlimited rounds for these fucking reasons. Like when we saw him rap a whole 20-some minutes more than Verb, and in this case we've seen Matt probably rap another 10 minutes more than I don't know. Point is, Hollow had the same chances as Math to write. Hollow chose to write 5 minutes, which I'm not mad at him. And I think that what Math was saying hit harder. Now, everything else we'll talk about after the fact, right?
Just for clarification, my problem wasn't with the third round length. The first 2 rounds were 5 minutes, and the third was limited. Math rapped 13 minutes in the first, 13 minutes in the second, and 15 minutes in the third. Hollow rap 5, 5, and 5. So that's 15 minutes to 42 minutes. That's triple the time. That's my problem.
But let me ask you. I'm only asking for clarification. Did you time this?
Yes.
Okay. So now again, I heard Hollow say he didn't care. He wasn't going to stop anything. But yeah. I get your point.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to. The more I watch this battle, and I know I'm getting so much hate. All right, and I don't care because you guys are bozos. All right. Huh? No, I'm getting hate not because of that, because of the battle, calling the battle. All right. Now, look, I understand there's a huge coalition of Hollow haters out there. I get it. I guess it's yes, no, it's deep. It's deep. You don't see it, Jake, because you haven't seen it, but it's deep. All right. It's bigger than his fan base at this point because it's like the majority of the battle rap community now that is anti-Hollow, bro. You guys are having, they've literally had parades. They're having parades. They're throwing parties. It's like New Year's Eve every day now since the battle ended. I've never seen such craziness. All right, I've never reacted to anybody losing the way the Hollow haters are reacting to this loss. They are. It's like their life has been fulfilled now. That Hollow took an L here. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. You're not seeing it because you don't interact with these people. I do.
Whoa! I thought we were gonna talk about that.
This is about the battle. This is about the battle. This is exactly about the battle. It's people's reaction towards the battle. But how do you judge those first 2 rounds when they're? This is why I brought it up. How do you judge those first 2 rounds when Math raps triple the time on both rounds? And Hollow, I don't know if you didn't hear the interview afterwards, Jay probably, but with Hollow. Hollow got interviewed for an hour by 3 Letter Man. You probably didn't hear it.
Yeah, I was listening to it.
Okay. Well, he basically said that.
No. We agreed we were going to talk about.
This is about the battle. This is about the battle.
Hold on. Why you can't say who you thought won? Why? And then
I'm explaining it. How am I supposed to talk about it if I can't explain this part? The time. My issues with the time. I'm talking about the time limits.
My fault.
Hollow said that he's not going to call time on nobody. Ever since the disaster battle, he won't do that anymore. All right, but it was kind of put in ARP's hands to do that, and he didn't do it. And he let him rap on.
Wait, Jimmy. Sorry to cut you off. But he had every fucking right to do that in the disaster battle.
Okay, fine, but he didn't, and he said he's not going to do it anymore. So he wants to put it in the league owner's hands to do it. That's number one. Number two, ARP. He said that ARP had it in the contract that there's no talking through the rounds, and Matt literally talked the first bar, and then he looked at ARP shocked, like Matt's talking already. It's been one bar, and so he was kind of put off by that, and so. The first 2 rounds, apparently everybody has it close. I edged it to Hollow. Now the second round, the only reason, look, as far as I'm concerned, the first 2 rounds are debatable. The third round's clear. Now, that's very unpopular opinion. I don't care because I'm just so disgusted with everybody and the way they're reacting to this. But the second round, the only reason why I have it debatable is I didn't like Matt's second. All right, I just didn't. I thought it was trash, bro. The whole second was, I wanted to have sex with your daughter, but I'm a loyal dude. All right,
daughter.
I mean his sister. All right, and splish splash, splish splash. He spent 13 minutes on splish splash, splish splash, and I want to fuck your sister. All right, but I'm a loyal dude, and I've been a loyal friend this whole time, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. All right, but that to me was trash. It was trash. And for you guys to give Matt that second round on that trash round, go back. I've watched it more than anybody. No one's watched this battle more than me. I'm at 10 watches already. All right? And me and Ponce broke it down. Ponce's got Hollow 3-0. This is yes, 3-0. All right? She's disgusted with Matt Hoffa. She thinks he's garbage.
Can we talk about that after this? Because that don't have nothing to do with this.
She's disgusted with the rhymes. She's like, who wants that? What loyal friend?
We agreed we were gonna just recap the shit.
The whole battle's personal, so I don't know what else to say. There's no bars to break down. It's all personal. So we got to talk about the personal. All right. What bars were there? There were no bars. And
all right. So can you just let Visual get to this point?
Okay, let me finish. I'm not done. So round 1 and round 2 to me is hard to judge because Math rapped three times longer than Hollow in both those rounds, and it wasn't supposed to happen. All right, those were supposed to be limited. So, do we blame ARP for that? Maybe. Do we blame ARP for not deducting money from the guy for talking through his rounds? Maybe. But whatever.
Yes.
That's fine.
It's not maybe.
Okay. The third round. Here's my thing. Math rap for 15. We'll say for 15 minutes. So the first 7 minutes, right, was the best 7 minutes of the battle, as far as I'm concerned. Better than anything Hollow said. Better than anything. Matt's break, the way he was talking to Hollow in those first 7 minutes, all right, could have just won in the battle on that strength alone. I thought it got corny when he brings up a fake angle to finish it. He didn't even need it. He didn't need it, all right? And it's part of the battle, Jay. Stop it. You can't tell me I can't talk about it. How am I supposed to talk about
the whole point was for us to make a simple recap.
How am I supposed to talk about it and not tell you why? All right? Listen, that he didn't need the whole second half because it was a lie, and he didn't need it. He could have ended it right before that, and you could have still gave Matt that round.
And you know what? I agree with that.
I know you do, because I love Jay Legend has a great recap of this battle on his page. Go to Battle Rap Opinions and check it out. All right? I like it. It was probably the best recap I watched of the battle, and salute to him. All right, but I gave the battle, I guess 2-1, a slight edge to Math, but apparently the battle rap community has it 3-0, body bag. They never want to see Hollow again. Hollow's trash, all right? He's the worst battle rapper since Jim's, I guess. That's what I'm hearing. And this is what they're saying. And, apparently Hollow's next battle is against Rome DMV. For a PG. That's his next battle. That's what he wants. So, take it away, Visual. And by the way, I'm wearing a knockoff LOM shirt from LOMclothingstore.com. Trash. That's why I can't breathe.
All right, we're not going to talk about that right now. Visual, we've been awaiting your opportunity, sir.
I got 2 sides to see this battle. The consensus side, the logical side, and my emotional personal preference side. the first
Look at you emotional.
the first consensus is Math won this battle 3-0. Watching it, it had to do with environment. It had to do with energy, the shit that was going on in the battle, the body language of the rappers, the crowd, everything played a factor in this. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting. Hollow definitely just did the bare minimum to his contract, and he let fucking Math just take the wheel. My and there's no denying the Math win, right? That everybody has Math winning, and yes, there is like a love and hate of Hollow the Don. You either love him or you fucking hate him and want him to fucking lose and want him to fuck out of here. And this is true.
I disagree. Go ahead.
My personal preference side is, and I've told you guys this, Math isn't really my cup of tea, his style and delivery. I give the man all the respect in the world for everything that he's done. I recognize talent and everything that comes along with it. But as far as personal preference, it's not my style. Where Hollow is, and that first round, I give it to Hollow. Everything, like if you condense Math's material into a third, will it beat Hollow the Don's like time for time material? And when Hollow raps, it's like he's like a special individual. You could see it in his character and mannerisms, the way he talks, presents himself, his wittiness, his sarcasm. He's just a better showman to watch on that stage. His concepts, the way he just performs the bars, it's just like I love it. That's why I'm a Hollow fan like that. He's just like one of a kind in this niche that we call battle rap. Like that's why he's where he's at right now, and I prefer that over Matt's performance than Matt's persona. So personally, I gave like Hollow, and in my person, like deep down, I won't concede to say Hollow won. Like it's my own personal preference. I thought Hollow was the better showman, the better guy to watch. Math, I thought Math rapped his heart out. I think this is like probably the best prepared Math I've ever seen. He was going crazy. His rhymes were so long, his rounds, that he had multiple angles, full on angles within these rounds. Usually you'd have like 3 rounds to spit, one good angle per round. This guy had like 6 in the time that he spit. You know what I mean? That's how long.
Ridiculous.
So he went on. I don't like the sister thing. I thought that was bogus. If you totally defeat the purpose of what this is all about, and you go in that route. First of all, how does his sister feel? That's disrespectful to her. It's just not a humane thing to do. Is portray somebody else like she got caught in the crossfire of this. Now you got to put somebody else in it. It's not about the disrespecting to Hollow as much as like how is she gonna feel? I don't know. Maybe she's a ratchet. Who knows? But I'm just saying that's disrespectful to that person.
Don't let me forget this. Go ahead.
And then onto Hollow, like how does that like that goes against your being a hypocrite? Like in the letter that Hollow was talking about, like where in the end, Math wrote, "Is it okay if I hook up with your sister?" Like how is that? Like, I don't know. That's like shady. It's not like you're not talking about like loyal, which is your whole argument in this whole theme of this battle.
And real quick, Visual, it shows why he wanted to help Hollow back his sister up. It was all because he wanted to get in her pants. What a great friend.
What?
What a piece of...
What? Yo,
Unbelievable. What do you mean, what? What do you mean, what? You know what I'm talking about.
No, this don't got shit to do with the fucking recap, DME.
This is my problem with this. The whole recap is personal. This whole recap is personal. How are we supposed to not talk about it? What do you want to talk about? Bars? Go ahead. Break the bars down, Jay. What are the bars?
All I ask is for
it's all personal. All of it. How do we have this discussion? I'm handcuffed. Go ahead. I'm handcuffed. Go ahead.
The fucking because we're gonna talk about that next.
Here, I'll put him behind here. Here. Go ahead. Talk about it. I can't. How am I supposed to talk about this battle, bro?
Go ahead.
I can't talk about the battle. How?
The split splash shit was corny.
That's personal. Stop. That's personal.
That was hilarious.
It's personal.
The way
somebody died that night, but you guys are. It's hilarious to Jay Legend, the street dude. I know. Real funny. Here, I'm handicapped. I'm handcuffed. Go ahead.
Put a fucking piece of duct tape on your mouth.
Good. He wants me to talk about this battle, but not bring up the personal stuff.
No, because we're gonna fucking talk about all that.
It's all related. It's all related.
I didn't like the split splash. It's corny to me, and then I see people reciting it and saying it. It's like, oh, it's so corny. It's like a bully, right? That throws a banana peel at the nerd's head, and he can't think of anything really like creative. So banana head, he was like, so split splash.
Yeah,
you know, like that's the way it's in my mind.
It's hilarious. It's if Hollow came up there and was like, "Math, split splash, split splash." I'm like, "Hollow, you're corny, bro. Shut up." Yeah. All right, that's the difference between Hollow haters and Hollow realists. Go ahead. 100%.
The LOM shit, it seems like it's fabricated.
Can't talk about it. You can't talk about it yet.
Because it's the third. I'm talking about the third round here. And
we're gonna get into all of that. Just like
if it's all fake, and I see in comments Math going behind in Hollow's interviews with different media outlets recently, and Math's in the comments talking about promoting his. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if the whole shit's a fabrication. Math is just hating.
That still don't have shit to do with who you thought won the battle.
Yeah, it does, because it plays relevant on the material of the third.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is that's supposed to be a separate conversation about that.
All right, Visual, just say who you won so we can get to the nitty gritty already. Like I don't even know what
Math won. Math won the battle. Give him the 3-0 body bag if you want.
Great, Math 3-0.
To me personally, like I think Math just barely got this battle. I like, even though he won the battle, I'd still prefer watching Hollow's rounds over Math's. Am I hating? Am I a hater? Am I a Math hater? No, I just don't prefer. Math is just not my cup of tea for me to enjoy his shit like that. You know, I thought he did.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I thought he did great. This was an amazing Math. I hope he keeps this up and continues this way and takes it serious, because he can really. Just this alone has done so much for him as far as solidifying his name in the rankings and in the books and in history of this culture. You know, like this is a big deal. I think this has gone way beyond battle rap at this point because of the whole business thing and the carry out after this. Usually when this battle should have took place and they should adapt it out and it should have been over with. Like, this is what this is about. You handle your differences in the ring. But instead, Matt took this win and is carrying on after the battle and still like continuing shit. Like, it bothers me that you can't just take your W and be humble about it, and you have to continue on with this shit. This is a man's career and business that, you know, like, this is not something to keep playing with. Your differences should have been settled at the end of the third from each of you when you left the building.
Hollow stood there waiting to shake Matt's hand, and Matt did it and refused and walked off. All right, so Matt had a chance to settle this, but dark cloud's going to continue to be over his head because he can't grow up and settle things like men. Everything's got to be a fight or all this other trash that he wants to get into. Well, guess what? Karma's a bitch.
All right, so are we done with the recap?
Yes.
All right, so since we're done with the recap, for anybody who hasn't seen it, they reduced the price of the pay-per-view, which I ain't too fucking happy about, but it is what it is.
Smart.
No, it's smart. It's smart. It is smart. I'm not.
You paid to watch it live, Jay. You didn't pay to watch it 6 days later.
I mean, for me, I paid for it. I didn't get to watch it that day.
That's on you.
All I saw was the math battle. I saw a piece of the oops battle, and the last round of fucking serious. Now, had I known they were gonna reduce the price, I wouldn't have paid that. I would have just waited 2 days and bought that. I already, even when we interviewed Lawrence, I already said the reason why I wasn't there is because I had shit going on there. So had I known it was gonna be reduced price, I would have just waited a few fucking. But I'm not mad. I'm not. It is what it is. Anyway, the point is, it's at a reduced price right now. RareBreedENT.com. Go check it out. Go watch these battles for yourself, and then come back and put your opinion on it. Give us the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to this Union channel, now's the time. Make sure you hit the alert bell and you got to hit the button that says you want all the alerts.
All right, can I break this down? Because I think I know more about this than anybody.
Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
All
All
right.
right.